Alright, today I'm going to be reacting to Pang by Caroline Polachek. I've heard one other album by Caroline Polachek before. It was from last year, the record that she released, Desire I Want to Turn Into, I think it's called. I enjoyed that. I didn't love it as much as a lot of people did, but it did make my top 50 list at the end of the year, so I did enjoy it somewhat. Yeah, I don't have too much to say. Just go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut, and we're going to hop into it. The first track is The Gate. Love how that reverb sounds, man. Those high harmonies. Let's keep it going. Let's let it transition into this next one. Beautiful little intro.
When you're hungry for me,
like that muffled percussion.
into me, and I go into you, and you go. Color the night electric, killing me like a secret. I open the door and you run through, and I go into you.
Love these hits. Really nice chorus. And the piano in there too. Dude, why can't I think of the word of this groove right now? It's literally like the most popular groove on the charts. Why can't I think of what is it called? Oh my god, it's annoying me so much. I can't think of what that's freaking called. Why am I so dumb? Yeah, cool song. It didn't blow me away, but some cool production elements. Vocal sounded great. Writing, Pang, I feel like the writing here is just kind of talking about being vulnerable with someone. Into me, Pang. Because when she sings it, it sounds like pain. Pang, Caroline herself describes Pang as hunger, desire, envy, nostalgia. Or as Google describes it, a sudden sharp... Oh, okay. I didn't know Pang was actually like... I didn't think it was like an actual word. A sudden sharp pain or painful emotion. Okay. So I was kind of right. Okay, let's keep going. New Normal is next. Yeah, bass, jeez. Okay. Oh, okay. That was a good subversion of expectations, because you really expect it to go into a chorus there, but we're going into verse 2. It's that same groove. What is it called? Oh my god.
Yells from the garden, the orange cat. Finish what you started. Now what is this? Skidding the tires. I hold my breath. Hollywood goes down a shootout scene. It's no big deal. This new kind of normal.
Felt like it was building towards something, but it just never really got there. You know, I do appreciate the ambition here to just kind of go for a very linear song with just like 7 verses, but I don't know, it just kind of left me wanting a little bit more. So, yeah, I didn't love that. I feel like that was a bit underwhelming. Like, production-wise, there were some cool textures going on, but just like structurally, it felt a little bit half-baked. This next track title sounds familiar, and it's got 22 million streams. We'll see. Maybe I've heard this. Yeah, this melody sounds familiar. Ooh, nice synth stabs. I'm not insane. Really catchy chorus. Ooh, good transition. Okay, let's start with the positives. Good chorus, very catchy chorus. I like the contrast between the choruses and the verses with her, especially in the verses with her just like very insistent and like one note delivery, you know? It's a nice contrast to then go into this chorus that's super kind of massive and catchy. In terms of the cons of that track, Caroline hasn't really connected with me as a vocalist yet. Like, I think her vocals are technically really impressive, but there lacks a level of like emotion and bite within her vocals that makes me feel connected, you know? And that was kind of the case in this one too. They're just almost like too clean in a way, and just too like, I don't know, I feel like she could just like add a little bit of grit into it, a little bit of just like something that makes them feel a little bit more emotional.
When I care less and you care less than me, when I don't need and I don't believe in
See, I like how her vocals are treated here. A little bit of a more minimal instrumentation, really putting her vocals up front, and when she flips into that like head voice, it sounds great.
Doing every damn thing I can to not go home. I give up. I give up on you now. You're already down. I gave you that, told you so. Look, that makes you crazy. And you gave me that list of things about myself to change. And now these days
Love the kind of lazy groove to the drums here. Very loose. Not really on the grid at all. Love it.
Doing every damn thing I can to not go home.
Yeah. That's my favorite, easily. Oh, yes.
How far can you fall? I give up. How far can you fall when you're already down?
Great track. I loved how her vocals were treated, especially in like that pre-chorus section. I don't know, there's something about it that just felt like the opposite of my complaint on the last track. Something about it that just felt very vulnerable and human, you know? Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. Some really good lines in there. I think the writing here was the most engaging. Again, I love just kind of the lazy, loose groove of the drums on that one. Really atmospheric synths that come in. Really, really good track. Really well crafted.
Wrote myself a letter, just a single question.
that's a really good melody, but there's just like, I feel like there's no need for this auto-tune on her vocals here. Like, I feel like she's a good enough vocalist where you don't need this, but it just makes these little like vocal turnarounds. I feel like there's auto-tune. Maybe there's not. It makes these little like adjustments between the notes feel super artificial, and it just kind of loses that human feel. And like I said, I feel like she's obviously a talented vocalist, so I don't think you need it.
Changed, I'm still the same, but you can't look at me now.
There definitely is.
Could I be trying to find the light switch in the dark? Take back to the start.
Good harmonies there.
Never leave you, but here we are.
This is kind of it's kind of just like a Taylor Swift song, but I mean that in like the best way possible, you know? Really good melodies in this one.
When the wake-up call is all I know, I can't run anymore. I haven't changed, I'm still the same, but you can't look at me now.
Like I said, great melodies. Man, when she flips into her head voice, it is such a joy to listen to. I know it's so like nitpicky, but it really does matter when the focal point of your tracks is the vocals. When they're that up front and present in the mix, and you're obviously a skilled vocalist, and you're obviously putting a lot of attention into the melodies that you're crafting and the performances that you're giving, it's really obvious when you hear auto-tune between those vocal slides, or not vocal slides, but just like vocal turnarounds. And her melodies are so intricate. There's so many notes within these melodies and like quick little note changes that auto-tune just became that much more prevalent in that vocal performance. I know it might sound like a nitpick to you guys, but it really does matter. And yeah, like there's parts of that vocal performance I really love, but then it just kind of gets thrown off for me in some moments where you really hear that auto-tune coming in. And it's going to be, maybe there's no auto-tune at all. Maybe her voice just naturally sounds like it has auto-tune on it. Yeah, I love the writing on this track. It like has a very like, almost like coming of age type feel to it. Very like cinematic. It feels like something you'd see at like the final or the climatic, what am I saying? The climactic scene in some like, I don't know, some coming of age movie. See, the autotune here feels a bit more like it's a stylistic choice, because it's more consistent. You can hear it throughout like the entire vocal performance. I gotta sneeze. Oh. Oh, yeah. Good breathiness to that last vocal. That was great. Just kind of letting her cook on the vocals, letting her do her thing on this like bed of very atmospheric synths. Melodies were great. Again, when she just flips into that head voice and that higher range, it's insane. It sounds so good. It's like angelic. Let's keep going. Not much to say about that one. It does feel a little bit weird in the track listing. Like, I feel like we should have built up to it in a better way. It feels a bit abrupt and a bit disjointed coming after that previous track, but yeah, let's keep going. Ocean of Tears.
Just that make it crazy. Cashing all of my courage before you're all mine. Just an inch away from living a dream life. The
Okay. Wasn't expecting this heaviness here.
Show me the future.
That's a good line. Good little flip on I'm all ears, you know? I like the phrasing on this track a lot. Okay. Okay, cool track. Let's keep going. Great melodies on that one. Ooh, good bass line. That track did not do much for me, if I'm being honest. Just felt like throwing too many ideas into this track at once without much in the way of intent or intention or reasoning. Just like production-wise, there was just like, I don't know, it just felt a little bit all over the place for me, and it didn't really come together in a cohesive or a coherent way. I don't know what it is about Caroline Polachek. I just can't, not that I can't get into it, because again, her album from last year was pretty solid. I think that album just... Honestly, I think that album succeeded in more of its just like simplicity. I feel like this album's just trying to do too much, you know? To the point where it's just the messages are getting lost. Like, I think, again, her vocals are amazing. She can create really interesting melodies. I think the best thing about this album is just kind of how unpredictable it is for a pop album, you know? I don't really know where it's going next, like sonically at least, but at the same time it does feel a little bit all over the place. Yeah, I'm not loving this.
Someone changed the clock and left the window open when I must have drifted off with the riddle unsolved. And you're almost like the chord played by the magician, but this time you're not coming back. Leaving only legend, you go as a dream. And it hit me like a brick.
And then this one's just kind of sleepy, like, ugh.
Go as a dream. Go as a
You know what I think this album, and specifically that track, would benefit from? It's just kind of more natural instrumentation. Because I think in that track, what they're aiming for is to really have me get lost in that atmosphere and just kind of have me float along, which I was close to getting there, but what kind of just held me back was the lack of stuff that felt tangible and stuff that felt real. And I think if you had just like more acoustic instruments, just that kind of vibe, that it would just kind of connect with me on a more human level. Yeah, I didn't love that one. Just kind of a little bit sleepy, and Go as a Dream, maybe it's supposed to feel sleepy, but it wasn't sleepy in a way that made me want to get lost in it. So yeah, didn't love it.
Sometimes I wonder,
Caroline, shut up.
love you too
What?
much. Then I tell myself, Caroline, shut up. It's better than right now. You know I get low sometimes. I die and make time stop instead of speeding
Okay,
up.
I'm liking this one so far.
Die to go slow.
It's got some bite to it.
'Cause there's only one way to find out.
Yeah,
Spending all the cash that I was saving up.
this is good.
Lying in the basket out of fountain of wine. Do I love you too much? Then I tell myself, Caroline, shut up. And this is hard, God. Give me sisters and I'm running on the tightrope. Sometimes I wonder, do I love you too much? Then I tell myself, Caroline, shut up. That it gets even better than right now.
Great track. That might be my favorite. I mean, at its core, it's just such an engaging song, and I think that's what some of these other tracks is. At their core, there's just not that great of a song there, and they're trying to use these production elements and some just production to kind of elevate it. But if it's not an interesting song at its core, it's really hard to do that. So that was amazing. Lots of bite to that track, fierce vocal delivery, great production, and honestly that felt like something more similar to her latest album, so maybe that's why I enjoyed that one a little bit more. Yeah, that was amazing. Let's keep going. This next track, easily the most streamed, over 100 million streams.
But it's been 25. You're out there killing the game. Send me photos you make and advice, 'cause you're so hard, it's hurting the feelings. I get a little lonely.
Okay.
Get a little more close to me. You're the only one who knows me.
To like talk box kind of
So
vocals.
hard you're hurting my feelings. Can't deal with all the X-rated
Kind of got an 80s feel to it.
You're the only one who knows me, babe. So hard you're hurting my feelings. Can't deal. And I'm out at a party.
Oh, you hear that bass line there at the end? Right here? Oh. The reverse stuff. Okay. This album's on a roll. Back-to-back tracks that I really enjoyed. That's definitely the most like straightforward and simple track on here, but I don't know. It's a fun one. I kind of wanted to not like that song, but it's just so charming. I don't know. There's something about it that, yeah, maybe it's a little immature in the lyrics, but it's fun. It's catchy. Gets the point across. Yeah, I liked it. Really, really good. This album's kind of redeeming itself towards the end here. It got a little bit rough in that middle section for me.
Leave house of judgment. Back in the city, I'm just another girl in a sweater. Perpetual novice, so I'm singing to
Just kind of another song at its core that doesn't really excite me, you know? It's probably my least favorite chorus on this album, too. It's kind of annoying. See, like, there's some cool production elements here. In isolation, sure, they sound cool, but, like, it's hard to get excited about them when I don't enjoy the song at its core, you know? Yeah, another one that just, like, again, the song at its core didn't do much for me. Probably one of the worst choruses on the album. So, yeah, let's keep going. Last track, Parachute.
Awake from a dream, one that started as a nightmare. It erased its.
You know what it is? I just think, like, maybe she doesn't have the ability to convey natural emotion through her vocals, and that makes these slower moments just not really work for me. Like, you compare this to someone like Wise Blood, you know, Titanic Rising. Like, a lot of this album sounds similar sonically to that album. There's something about her voice during the slower moments of that record, and most of that record is pretty slow. Something about her voice that just makes those moments work. And I think this album's at its best when it's going for just more straight up poppy tracks, you know?
From the airplane without questioning it, and blooming overhead, the parachute, I've got to trust it now. From the shore then where I can swim to it, closing in, take me, it will feel like gold.
Oh, that was great, though. Oh my god, dude, her vocals here? See, no, this is where, oh, this is good. This is good. It's just so frustrating, though, because so much of this album, oh, is not living up to the, like, what this track does. Just having her vocals on display there and just, like, that melody just is so emotional and such a fitting kind of outro track. That was great. I just wish more of the album was like that, you know? Like, that's how you do the slow moments well. That's how you do it. Just let her go off, you know? Sometimes the melodies don't really convey emotion that well, but that one really did. And yeah, I think it was a great ending track there. So yeah, I'm not gonna kind of beat a dead horse here, but you guys know what I didn't enjoy and what I did enjoy about this. I think sometimes this album just needs to accept that less is more. Like, her melodies are great, and I think that's definitely the best aspect of this album, but I think even sometimes the melodies could benefit from less is more. Those are my thoughts. Didn't love it. Some great tracks here, but overall, just a little bit underwhelming for me. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, go join the Patreon if you want to see this uncut, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.